Okay, I guess it's time for us to suit up. Boy, this game ain't woke enough. They're not fire retarded very well at all. I throw a grenade with left bumper. Sure. Whine, whine, whine. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Moan, moan, moan. How we go, I guess. We're about to flash the logo of the game here. Oh, that would have been the time to do it. Oh. Well, I guess that works too. Okay. So, we are going to be playing a game that is about to be delisted from the Xbox Game Pass service, EA Play app. And that's because the game is going to be delisted entirely soon. The servers are no longer going to be functional. And I decided, because I had never played this game before, no time like the present to see what it's about. This is Anthem we're playing here on the PC. And for some reason, the resolution is completely off. Like you can see the full screen here, what you're seeing. But on my display that I'm actually watching, it's actually cut off a little bit, which is kind of interesting. I'll see if I can fix that somehow. Well, I'll probably have to just adjust this stuff after the fact, maybe. Exit Anthem apparently is an option. I don't know why I would do that. So I want to exit the desktop. I just want to proceed. I don't want to actually play the game. Like, why will it not let me do that? That's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. I apparently had the audio of the game completely muted for some reason in OBS. That's cool, though. So this is the game here. It says press space to start, press A to start. Let me go back to these settings here, I guess. Okay, this is where we can get like the actual video settings and all that good stuff. Make sure everything's set up pretty nicely. It's an older game, so I don't anticipate any problems. We'll just try it on Ultra. It says requires a game restart. Sure. Let's just do that real quick, I guess. Runs off the Frostbite engine. I never knew that. Okay. Yeah, free play provides the most opportunities to collect Ember for crafting. Yeah, this is supposed to be kind of like a Destiny kind of game, if I remember right, from what I've understood. And I liked Destiny initially. I wasn't a huge fan of the whole in-game, the way that worked in that particular game. So, I don't know, maybe this is the same way, possibly.
Vanished, leaving behind their instruments that aimlessly reshaped the land. These ancient relics harness an unknowable force we call the Anthem of Creation.
Okay.
But the Anthem refuses to be controlled.
Of course. Of course it refuses to be controlled.
To survive, our ancestors invented the javelins and built cities with great walls. Today, it falls to a dedicated group of heroes to face the chaos, protect our homes, and fight for our very survival. We are freelancers. We leap head-on into danger, rescuing the lost, keeping the monsters at bay, and silencing the Anthem's terrible cataclysms. But not all cataclysms are created equal. And even freelancers are wary of the untamed power of the Anthem.
Okay. Seems like pretty standard stuff so far. About what we would expect of this style of game.
This is it. Close as we get with the Striders.
Agreed. Looks like we fly from here. Alec, you hear that?
Yep. All teams, get ciphers to their amplifiers. Let's go!
Freelancer, we're a long way from the cenotaph, and the storm is
Okay.
worse than we thought.
Okay, this is as close as we're gonna get to the center without the Strider getting ripped to shreds. Let's go, freelancers. Suit up!
How crazy will this get?
No idea. Never tried to shut down a cataclysm this big.
Oh.
Thinking this is rendered cutscene instead of in-game, because it looks kind of
Stay
soft.
safe out there.
Probably optimized for
Remember, we're a
1080p
team.
or something
I'm
like
right
that.
there with you.
We'll see how the
Okay,
actual
freelancer.
in-game looks.
You might be new, but you won't be here if you didn't show promise.
Hey, Halleck, what's up?
Good looking cutscene though.
Out there, let's go.
Thought you could use a head start.
See you at the cenotaph. We're heading out.
Okay, everyone. Let's stop this cataclysm from growing. From killing everything.
I don't know, Halleck. Haven't seen anything like this before.
Look, everyone. I won't be here if I thought this storm could beat me, right? The Rage is no different than the hundreds of other Shaper ruins we've dealt with. It's just bigger. This is what we do. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna take on whatever unholy beast it spits at us, and we're going to tame that thing. Together.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ready, Captain One?
Ooh, ready. Strong alone, stronger together.
Okay, I guess it's time for us to suit up. Our suit is decidedly a lot smaller than his. Way smaller. Okay. Alright, looks pretty cool. Kind of Iron Man-esque. I know a lot of people kind of compare this to Iron Man.
Ready, set, let's go!
Team, check in. I've got you, Faye, loud and clear.
Okay.
Strong so far.
Storm gets worse ahead. Trying to find a calm pocket for you. Steady, Miller. Your heart rate is too high. Hello. Check in, please.
Little bit, okay? Don't worry about me. Got one.
Team, our rookies handled with a wyvern.
Alright, now we got in-game visuals. Okay. This actually looks really nice here, honestly.
Freelancer?
It holds up
Units
pretty good.
survived, but your Javelin needs a restart. I'll bring systems back one at a time. Starting voice recognition.
Okay.
Ray? Ray, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh boy, this game ain't woke enough. It just goes by male and female.
Think so. Where am I?
You
You're in
know,
a cataclysm.
how
Terrible
dare they
storm.
assume the
Half
voice
of rage.
gender.
You need to get to the center and shut it down by silencing the cenotaph.
Got it.
Okay.
Your suit is still critical.
Alright,
Grab
so
one pair
far
back when
so
you
good.
can.
Okay. We get a little bit of running around. Definitely a lot of motion blur going on. So I guess if you want to adjust that, probably can do it here, I'm sure. I know some people aren't fans of motion blur type stuff. Graphics settings, maybe? Yeah, that's where it is. Would be nice if there was like more of a, instead of a toggle, just like an ability to adjust the ratio of it. I like motion blur personally because it looks cool, but
He's up and heading your way.
gotta jump. Got some platforming here, so I guess it's not all flying around. There is just some standard jumping. At least until we fix our suit.
Good. Now you have partial boosters at least.
Alright, cool. Cool. So far, so good. So there's running, of course.
Team, the Cypher from Strider 2 is down. Comment, by the way.
Yeah. Movement feels pretty good. We got the aiming here, so we got our gun. It is kind of weird that we have this suit like this, but they just hold a gun. Like, you figure they would have like some kind of armed weapons, but I guess, you know, that's the thing. They want you to be able to get new equipment and that kind of stuff, of course. It's a whole Destiny thing.
Team,
Alright.
update. This is not going well. Many casualties. Freelancers down. Cyphers in comas.
Comas?
From hearing the anthem.
There we go. That'll do.
Are you okay?
So far, but I can hear it too.
Alright. Decent little effects going on with the smoke and the sparks and stuff like that. I mean, obviously it's, you could tell it's still like a Xbox One era game, but it's a nice looking one for the time. Okay. Lightning effects and whatnot. Oh, definitely take a little burn damage. These suits are not fire retardant. As a matter of fact, they're not fire retardant very well at all. It took quite a bit of damage there. I wonder if that blue bar is a shield. It probably is. Yep. Cool. Alright, guess it's just telling us if we can manually reload. So that's just showing us how to revive people.
How you doing?
Alright, cool, cool. So I think it said right bumper to use the homing missiles. We'll have to try that out. There's some kind of like basic maneuver. I'm sure there is. Let's try B. Yeah, B does kind of like a little side dodge thing. Alright, right on, right on. Okay. So I can activate my ultimate ability by pressing up, it said, and Y for melee, which that's kind of a weird button for melee, but that's fine. Let's try it out. Oh, okay. So it's not really like very smooth on the melee. That's more of a quick defensive maneuver rather than like something you can rely on more, because I wasn't able to like spam it, see? So it'd be cooler if the melee was a little bit nicer, but it is what it is. They're obviously emphasizing the range combat. At least with this particular suit. I understand there's different javelin types. Maybe some of them are better with that kind of stuff. Yeah, the jumping is kind of weird. Like, it does feel pretty good for the most part. Like, it's got good verticality, but the actual, like, you know, horizontal movement is a little on the weak side. It's so weird.
How close am I, Faye?
It's different from jumping in most games.
The Anthem. It wants to consume me.
It's not like it doesn't like feel bad. It just feels weird.
Oh, sorry.
Like, I'm sure it just takes some adjustment to get used to it.
Strider 14 is in retreat. If they
But I'm sure I'll be able to just fly soon.
Trying, I swear.
It's all wrong.
Throw a
It's all
grenade with
done.
left bumper.
Come back.
Sure.
Retreat.
Okay, it's an impact grenade I have
I
currently.
can hear the anthem of creation.
Get in here. Faye's calling a retreat. We got
Okay.
this.
Almost there.
Team, you need to retreat.
Yeah, honestly, the in-game cutscenes look nice. I don't know why they decided to have the pre-rendered. Maybe the effects and stuff like that they were doing were a little too heavy for the consoles, at least.
I'm sorry.
Could be why. So they just wanted like some consistent effects like that. Okay.
No!
Get back to the Strider. This mission is over.
I can do it. Look at this, Faye. We have to silence the cenotaph.
Please. I'm barely holding it together.
We're getting a little mini boss. We'll definitely use our ultimate ability on him. Give it a try. Okay.
We got this bastard. We have to get out of here. No. We push on. We're the only ones left. Think about Miller and Adair. All the others. You being a coward. I'm no coward. No? You want to push forward until I get killed. Until we both get killed.
Whine, whine, whine. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Moan, moan, moan. We're the only ones left.
Where'd that come from? Go. Babe, we're coming back. No.
Well,
Beat us, Halleck. We need to
eventually nobody will be left if you guys don't deal with him, right?
Don't you dare pull me out of here.
That's the way I see it. Okay, so now we're, I guess, 2 years later.
I'm at the coordinates, Owen.
Impressive entrance as usual.
Nice to be appreciated.
Don't sell yourself short, mate. A cipher couldn't ask for a better partner.
You could ask, but not many of us left.
The relay's a short flight, Owen.
So I'm wondering if we're playing as a different suit now.
Wouldn't call
It
this
definitely
living.
looks a bit different.
Sensors every month.
Yeah, pays the bills.
Not
Huh.
exactly the freelancer motto.
Yeah, well, until the freelancers are back on their feet, we can enjoy all the gorgeous scenery Bastion has to offer.
Flying around it is even better.
Now I'm jealous. Sitting
All right, cool, cool. Not too bad, not too shabby. See how it handles loading shit.
As long as they allergic to eating plants.
Is there a speeding thing or? Yeah. The transition between flight and ground is actually pretty good.
There's the relay. Just needs a hard reset.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, let's move on here. Got this thing, whatever this is, harvest mineral. Okay. Good old material crafting action, just like any good looter shooter would have. Having you harvest things in order to acquire some kind of arbitrary materials. And you gotta acquire so many to upgrade items and all this other good stuff.
Good, that did it. You'll need to manually check the sensors now. First one's nearby. Oh, maybe grab some supplies before you go.
Got the standard compass with the checkpoints.
Might come in handy.
Alright, got some currency, I guess, of some kind. Pretty typical stuff. Dive steeply for whatever it said there. Oh, I see. Lets you really accelerate a bit that way.
Oh, there's the first sensor. I need you to access it.
Nice.
Stick close so I can get a reading on the shaper energy. Hang on. I'm detecting movement. Looks like scorpions.
Why, a melee attack, it said? It'd be nice to have some kind of radar on the screen.
Won't be today.
Convince them. Hang in there. I'm still waiting for a reading.
Yeah, we're hanging right by. Don't worry about your readings. There we go.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, the flight's a little weird. Like, it looks really phenomenal. It is kind of slow.
On the next sensor. Check it out for me, will you?
Like, it seems like you're basically going the same speed you are while walking. Maybe a little bit faster. But you're just flying instead. Doesn't make a huge difference unless you dive, like, really fast. Like, then you can actually move pretty fast, but that's just only downwards. Okay. Observing some of the local wildlife here. I assume I can shoot it. I won't intentionally do so. Even though it'd probably be fun. But you know how it is. These are digital creatures and they're going to be dying soon anyways. We're good. Because EA is like, hey, let's make our game require server connections. It's like Ubisoft did. So like, no matter how good you think this game might be, or how bad it is, or whatever, there is going to be a time in the near future you're not going to be able to play it anymore.
Why are all the birds leaving?
Last sensors nearby.
With wyverns circling.
I see them. Fire breathers. Still need to get a reading.
Got him.
You'll know it.
How fair do these things fly and
Oh, okay, so the jet does have a heat meter of some kind. Okay, that makes sense now.
But you do too.
Geronimo. Woo! In the water we go, I guess.
Watertight seals are holding. Shall I call in more freelancers?
No time. We can't risk this getting worse.
Okay. That actually looked pretty awesome.
Here we go.
Shaper ruins. We're on the right trail.
Looks like an echo lock we need to open.
I've dealt with these. Look around at the floating lights. They're the echoes. Grab them and bring them to the door. Your javelin can hold 3 at a time.
Talking about these things? How do I pick it up? Do I destroy it? Wait, why is it... Oh, is it this thing?
That's it. A fragment of Anthem energy gone astray.
Hmm.
It's working, but you'd have to ask an Arcanist why. You'll need more echoes.
I grab the third one here.
Got one.
Your suit can only hold 3 at a time. Take these over to the door.
Oh, okay. So it introduced some kind of limit like that. So you have to do that. Okay. That's fine, I guess.
That should be enough. Let's see if the door opens.
Alright. Alright, cool.
Ah, there has to be some reason for it all.
That's kind of a weird effect. Like, it looks cool, but it doesn't make any sense either. Because obviously it's supposed to reflect, like, there's supposed to be, like, particles of light, you know, going on there. But they kind of disappear when you get closer, and it shouldn't really work that way. I don't know. Let's fly through here, fly through the rings, just like Superman 64, baby. Maybe that's why people don't like the game, because you fly through rings. But, I mean, again, you fly through rings in Star Fox, and everybody loves that game. I do, at least. Star Fox is pretty kick-ass. Again, yeah, another graphic effect that looks cool, but does not make any sense whatsoever. Like, I have no idea what's up with this warbling. Although it could... Oh, wait, no, I get it now. It's supposed to be a heat. That's supposed to represent heat. Okay, that makes more sense now. Like, it's supposed to be like a really intense heat. I guess her suit is able to withstand it.
Painful looking? This room's never been mapped.
Yeah, because that's got the same effect there. Those are supposed to be engines or something, I guess. Do the barrel!
Careful! Too much of that, you'll overload.
Yeah, you shut up. Peppy told me to do a barrel roll. We're going to be doing a barrel roll, I assure you that.
Ollie, watch it!
Damn! I've lost flight control.
I'm trying to reset, hang on. Oh, good. It's just water.
No wind.
Controls restored, you're back.
Alright,
That's the
that
way
was
up.
intended. Okay, so diving does allow you to... Okay. So it does not only speed you up, but it also recharge your engine, I guess, to cool it down or whatever, I guess.
It's working. Keep the echoes coming and it will collapse the energy pockets.
Now, I wonder if this is going to be, like, something that's going to lift me up. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. It does cool you, though, so you can stay up in the air. Alright, hold on. Is there, like, a way to just hover? Oh, yeah, there is. I could press right stick to hover. No falling damage, fortunately. That's nice.
You did it. That should silence it.
That wasn't the last echo. I mean, there's more, but whatever. Good enough.
It didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Got one.
Now carry it over and put it in place.
Fragments in.
Now the others. Keep at it and you'll survive this. Almost certainly.
That grenade could have had a bit bigger of an explosion area.
Size is the real problem.
What's that mean?
Oh yeah, I can't fly while I'm carrying it.
Get a move on.
I remember I said something about that. There we go.
Okay, last one. Here goes.
Careful. Anything's
Awesome. I know.
You know, I heard a relic made a guy vanish into thin air once. No idea where he went. Which isn't as lucky as the freelancer whose guts were turned inside out.
But how's that lucky?
At least he died and got it over with.
This is a pain.
They all are. Indecipherable puzzles that only make sense to shapers.
No, I mean there's ice jamming it up.
We're out of time. Silence it.
I'm trying to.
Well, nobody told him. It's an R6.
It's not working.
Oh, put it back into it.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, at least now I've got a new story. That time a relic spawned a giant R6 that almost ate you whole.
Yeah. Classic for the ages. I'd say that fulfills the contract.
Time to get back to Fort Tarsis. To a job well done.
The only kind there is.
We're about to flash the logo of the game here. Oh, that would have been the time to do it. Oh. Well, I guess that works too. I would have chose that backdrop because that looked a lot cooler than this, but whatever. I'm not the game developer. But then again, you know, I mean, the game's shutting down, so maybe they could have did a little better, right? Yeah, just a little bit. The thing we're trying to discover is was this game like special enough in its own right to make it something truly missable? Ah. All right. So I assume... Okay, so now we're choosing our character stuff. That's interesting. Like, a lot of games that let you make your own character will usually have you do that at the very beginning. So it is kind of curious that they didn't make you do it right away. Because obviously, I guess now I'm getting to a phase where I can actually walk around outside the suit, I guess, in these in-between mission areas. You could do that. So, you know, I guess it makes sense to do it that way. So select the face for your pilot, select call sign, confirm selection. Okay. So it's not a super in-depth character selection. And one thing I have noticed here, I'm only seeing dudes. Now, I wonder if that is because I chose male versus female voiceover. That's something I'm wondering about. I might have to restart the game just to see if that's what's going on. Maybe that is what it is. Hey, if that's the case, that means you anti-wokey guys, you can appreciate. Well, no, never mind. There's a couple of black people on the screen, so yeah. Yeah, just kidding. You know, whatever. Aha. You know what I mean. I'm talking about like the really extreme ones that, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Just having fun with it, guys. It is what it is. I mean, it's BioWare, right? I mean, they did make Dragon Age of Veilguard, so. But anyways, let's look at our stuff here. This is our main guy, our Freddie Prinze Jr. looking dude here. Everybody's represented pretty much as long as they have dark hair. You only really get one legitimate blonde character and one redhead. Everybody else is dark-haired AF. And you only get like a couple of bald guys. You get, you know, your tannish bald guy and you get your black bald guy. You don't get a white bald guy or an Asian bald guy or anything like that. So it is what it is. Pick your best. So I have to figure out who actually I look like out of all of these people. So let's see here. I mean, obviously that'll eliminate any of the black people and tan people because I'm pale ass motherfucker. So we can't pick any of those. Although I guess that guy probably wouldn't be the worst candidate otherwise. Because he's the only one. Well, actually, this guy kind of has the beard, so that's obviously a pretty good option. Hair is a complete miss, though. I guess because I have my hair dyed blonde, I guess we're gonna have to be this guy. This is literally the closest overall character archetype of the ones they provided. So let's do it.
My favorite freelancer. I hear you've been busy.
Ah, you know how it is, Zoe. Another day, another disaster averted.
Wait.
What have you done this time?
Oh, there she is. Okay.
My armor's fine.
I thought it was the giant robot thing up there to talking to him. Because that's what it was focusing on while she was talking. And now this is really interesting because the gameplay was in third person. This segment is in first. That's really strange. So here's the thing. Like, this game was apparently in development for a very long time. And allegedly, they didn't know what the hell they were doing when they were making this game for the first 6 years or so. And from what I understand, this game really started developing in the last year and a half. That's when they actually figured out what they wanted to do with the game. That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's actually true, but that would explain certain things. Like how the in-between mission is like this, and it's very different from the gameplay. Like, obviously, you move around slow. You move around in first person. It's definitely a very different vibe. Obviously, you get the people here. They're all chit-chatting and whatnot. They're kind of going about their day, but it doesn't look like you interact with them in any way. So they're pretty much like, it's almost like a living museum exhibit in a way, I guess you could say. Okay. So those are, I guess, some of the currencies you can earn in the game. Rewards. Okay. Looks like these are all free. Sure. It'd be nice if you could unlock them in a quicker fashion. Now, I assume some of these might not have dropped all of these at once. Now, I noticed that the in-game store still has what it has there. That is interesting. I'm going to tap the buy shards, because I'm curious. In-game purchases are undergoing maintenance. I think I do remember them saying that they were shutting down the microtransactions, like the in-game currency, like that. Or maybe you could still earn some in the game. I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out. But they have disabled that, which makes sense. Like, why would you sell microtransaction currency for a game that you're going to shut down? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I mean, this looks cool. Looks nice. It's just, it does feel kind of obvious that they were making the gameplay, whatever they were making it, and they're like, oh shoot, we kind of forgot like a whole like segment of the game. We need to kind of slap this shit together. This looks fucking cool. Maybe that was the thing, yeah. But you know, like obviously we didn't make it very interesting or exciting. We made it look cool though. We made it look very graphically nice looking. All right, so it said Forge unlocked. Okay, so this shows our actual quests right here. Strongholds, okay, and then feats, which I'm checking what these are. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the PC version of the game. Maybe it doesn't look this good on console. I mean, it looks phenomenal for a game that's 6 years old. It really does. I mean, this is like not too far off visually speaking from the new Indiana Jones game, which came out last year. That's kind of an analog I could think of because of like just the general look of like the stone and stuff like that. Like it's not very far off, honestly. So I guess if nothing else, at least the people that were behind the art of the game, as well as the people that handled like the engine optimization stuff, you know, doing the Frostbite engine stuff, because this was on the Frostbite engine, those people cooked. Guess it remains to be seen about the others. So these are like our little challenge things here. We got daily, weekly, monthly. Okay. So, yeah, pretty standard stuff here. Okay. So there's like a little bit of a score attack kind of thing going on here. That's kind of cool. Good job, Tyson Fun Nugget.
And free sandwiches.
Huh?
Free sandwiches?
Yeah, I haven't had my lunch yet. I'm starving. We're on a tight budget here.
Budget has room for sandwiches.
You're probably right. You know what? Why don't you head over to the forge, get your javelin tuned up, so we're ready to roll if a contract does fall into our laps.
All right. Sounds fun. Yeah, here is the things here. Yeah, Anthem servers will sunset on January 12th, 2026, giving you 100 and... Oh, I guess it popped up a thing. Let's go back into the game. Give you 180 plus days of play and use your existing premium currencies. Thank you so much. Learn more here. Yep. And then before that, celebrate 1 year of Anthem. Oh, Jesus. Wow. That is sad. Like, they did a message in 2020 and then nothing until like, oh yeah, a server's shutting down. Like, that's just sad. Like, I totally get it. Like, they had like basically nobody working on the game. Like they probably had just a skeleton crew just maintaining the game and probably cycling out some of the events that they already had in the game. Just kind of like cycling them out just to get some kind of engagement. Get whatever microtransactions they can out of people. It sucks. You know, ironically, even though I'm not a fan of AI in any shape or form, it would be a way to keep certain games like this alive. Games that were like failures, I guess. That the developers are like, nah, we don't need to make any more content for this game. They could at least employ AI to like at least make some basic ass little content for like the few people that still want to play it. So that they'll at least get some new content. It may not be like the highest quality or anything like that, but it'll at least be like new content. It could be useful for something like that as far as video games is concerned. I would never endorse it for like actually making a game per se, like, you know, anything legit like that, but hey, maybe for that kind of purpose, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I guess it's time for us to head back into the suit and do our next mission. Now that we've kind of explored that whole environment in between missions, which obviously is not that interesting.
You sent to meet you at the forge.
I didn't send any. Why would I want to meet up here? Something's not right.
Uh-oh.
Speak in private. My name is Tassin.
Do you always travel with a security escort?
Not always. The Sentinels have their uses.
Well, you make a hell of an entrance, I'll give you that.
I have a contract.
Forge Unlocked allows you to equip new gear, weapons, and personalize your javelin look and create new loadouts. Okay. Melee slot unlocked. The melee slot is now unlocked in Forge. Oh, even if you restart the game. Ooh, that sounds scary. So we've got a few options to unlock. I think Ranger is the one we played as. We got the Storm, the Colossus, and the Interceptor. So let's see. The Storm, latest using Ember Core Seals, Scale Lancer, Light Sightning, and other elemental attacks make it a valuable tool. Okay, that's interesting. The Ranger, like the one we've already played, so we already have a basic experience with that. Seems like it's a pretty standard setup. Of course, the Colossus, the big boy. The biggie boys. More health, more damage, bigger target, obviously. And the Interceptor, most agile and acrobatic, lightning fast, close range. Okay. So I think I have a general basic understanding of what we've had. So let's play the Interceptor. Could be a mistake. It's entirely possible. Maybe if they would have kept supporting the game as a quality of life thing, they would have made it to where, hey, you can test out these things before you unlock it and have to wait until you're level 8 to unlock another one. That would have been cool. Obviously, since this game flopped, we're not going to see any Anthem 2, I am sure. But if somebody that takes control of EA in a few years is like, you know what? I really love that fucking Anthem game. Let's bring it back. Let's make Anthem 2. There's a piece of advice for you. So, okay. They copied this off of Destiny, which I did not like. This whole like, oh, use your game controller like a mouse, which obviously if we're going to be doing that, I'm just going to use my fucking mouse instead. Because that makes a lot more sense. That looks pretty cool. We'll go with that one. Oh, it's a wear state. Okay, so yeah, they can all look all worn and stuff like that. Looks a lot cooler. Emotes, of course. Pretty standard for these kind of games. About changing the paint job. Primary. Okay, so yeah, those are a way to give like different accents, I guess, to your colors. Alright, that looks kind of cool. Maybe not Metal Bear. Let's try something. Alright, now that I know about the wear state thing, maybe I'll go back to that. Yeah, there we go. I was just trying to make something look kind of cool with the black and green aesthetic like the proper channel shit. Not too bad, not too bad. A lot greener looking than I anticipated in the back. That's alright. Oh, it's apparently trying to do some matchmaking. We'll see if it pairs me up with somebody. Yeah. That looks really cool, actually. Like, just the little cinematic that they had there. Pretty nice. I don't mind. I hope it's not like, oh, you have to play with other players just to play the mission kind of shit. Like, I imagine some missions are probably like that. And that's fine, obviously, but that might make the exploration of this game a little short. People are like, yeah, somebody's actually playing the first fucking mission. Who's gonna be the noob that's hopping in on a game like 9 days before it dies? Like, for real. For real. Like, who would actually do that? Me, obviously.
Well then, let's
All
not
right.
keep that big bad world waiting. Our contract is to locate an arcanist.
Okay, shift is the run in this
Justin has
case.
given us
Okay,
the
cool.
last location where he made contact.
Let's see. I need to figure out... Okay, so that is... Just to make sure I understand... Okay. So E is the right button, and Q is the grenade, so that would be the left bumper. I got to figure out the dodge ability. Was it the control? Yes, okay. So I think I have the mouse and keyboard controls figured out pretty much. F, of course, would be to interact with stuff. Very nice, very nice. Got some electrical storm shit going on there. That's kind of cool.
The location Tassim gave us must be close. I'm detecting a
Alright,
catch
that's
shortwave
cool.
radio.
Not seeing anyone.
Okay, I'm noticing that that must be like a marker of some kind that's alerting us of where to go. Assume that's what that blinking thing is. This?
That's where the signal is coming from. We can use it to help search for another camp. It'll take time.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What the hell? An ambush!
Ugh, it's the scars, damn scavengers. Multiple signals, they are everywhere.
Are you done with the radio?
No, still working on it.
So, here's another theory I might have had about this game. Like, it seems like because of like some of the gameplay, the way it's done, it feels like it could have possibly been a Mass Effect game at one point before they decided to change their mind and make it its own thing. Okay, I think this is like an enemy generator thing. Yep. Yeah, because it kept respawning them.
Radio signal, still working on it.
All right, cool, cool. So all those guys are dead.
Just fiddling with the radio signal for the next location.
Oh, I have ammo. What the heck? How am I just out of ammo? Oh shoot, let's pick it up then. That shit don't last very long, does it? Good old classic cover shooting will work, obviously. Oh, that's my super. Okay, oh shoot. All right, let's use it real quick then. Okay, so I got a melee super. That's cool. I'm gonna go back to the controller just because I'm a little more comfortable with the way it plays, but definitely is pretty playable. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just a console noob, even though I game on PC. It's just a little more comfortable for me.
Anything else, Adam Matthias?
Nothing.
At least for a
Just lost the
third-person
radio
game like
signal.
this. Maybe if this game was like a true
Signal
FPS, it'd
Wait,
be a little bit
found
different.
one.
Like, I'm definitely be playing Battlefield with the mouse and keyboard instead of the controller. That game just feels a lot better with a mouse and keyboard anyways. But remember, no pre-orders, guys. Do not pre-order that game. We know EA does EA stuff sometimes. So you gotta keep an open mind with EA, but you also have to keep an open mind about the fact that it's EA. You know, they do have a reputation for a reason. It's not just because people don't like them. I mean, there are some people that are just like that, of course. And I think, honestly, the last few years, EA's kind of been pretty good for the most part. Like, there have... I'm not counting the EA Sports division because that's always going to be trash. Like, you know, they have the objective of just making as much money as possible and just basically routing the whales. And that's never going to change. Let's be real here.
More scars incoming. Looks like they're using
I mean,
gates.
think about it, though. If you're like
Very unfair.
operating a multi-billion-dollar game company, and you had like a bunch of idiots that would just willingly give you money for the same game every year, they would willingly pop $70 for the game that mostly doesn't change, and then you could sell those same idiots
Okay, I'm looking for a signal.
hundreds of dollars in
Yes,
microtransactions
should be close.
potentially a year
All you do is turn it on.
of some false currency that doesn't even carry over to the next game. Don't tell me you're not going to be like, you know what?
Signal booster is working.
I've got too much ethics for this. We're not going to be operating a company like that anymore.
Can't hear us.
I've got a location.
I mean, you could be like that, but then you no longer would be the president of EA because the shareholders would kick your ass out. So, the EA Sports division, I don't even pay attention to that shit. That's their moneymaker. Like, I only look at the actual games division and how they operate things there. And I hope that they do good there, because the EA Sports stuff, that's done. You know, like, let's be real, like, there's never going to be the time of EA Sports of, like, the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, Sega Genesis, PS1 era. That shit ain't coming back, guys. Let's be realistic here. Okay. So that was some kind of a lead enemy. He had a yellow health bar instead of a red, so obviously that means tougher. Because I've never encountered an enemy like that before. A lot of conspicuous red barrels in the battlefield for some reason. Somebody needs to deal with those. Wait, can I throw them or something? That would be really cool if I could do that. He's got a shield he can block shots with. Oh, were those bees or something? I think they were. Oh, crap. I thought there was a way to quickly turn around. That would have been nice. I guess I could do the hover thing. Oh, shit. They are bees. Son of a bitch. They'll kick your ass, too. Oh, he's got a flamethrower, too. Okay, cool.
Oh, the gates are
there we go.
Looks like we scared them off. Let's take care of the rest and get back to the radio.
We gotta avoid the bees. Oh no, the bees! Ah, my eyes! Anybody remember what movie that's from? That's a classic. For all the wrong reasons. Alright. Kind of cool having the little darkened area where you had their suit lighting it up with a little flashlight. It's kind of a little analog for how high quality the technology would be in this future. I figure it would make more sense to have some kind of night vision or something like that to illuminate without potentially alerting your enemies that you're there by a flashlight. I don't know, but like I said, allegedly the development of the game was kind of haphazard, so maybe they didn't really consider that. And like, flashlights have always worked. Let's do a flashlight. It's either that or no dark environments at all, which would just be kind of weird. Whoa, what the? Did I do a wall kick or something? That was pretty cool. Or was that just the double jump that... Okay, yeah, it was just a double jump. It actually looked like a wall kick, though, just because... Yeah, of the animation. Okay, those things blow up if you shoot them. Nice. Yeah, you actually do a little more damage if you hit them from behind on those little things sticking out of their back like that. I'm not gonna lie, like, even though the flying isn't, like, the best, just being able to, like, hover and shoot at the enemy like that, that's a really cool little mechanic. It definitely adds, like, a nice little element of strategy and... Oh, crap, I'm almost dead, ain't I? Okay, let's move in and just do it.
Hive's taken care of. Now let's see to those scars.
Got it.
Yeah. Might as well use our melee special, why not? This is kind of similar to the thing that Destiny had, I think. Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Okay, grab some more minerals. This cave looks kind of cool. Again, the whole, like, light spectacle thing, although it actually looks more realistic this time, the way they're doing it, sort of. Because they don't just disappear when you get close. Although the shit they got going on there is kind of weird, because that's clearly just a flat texture. Like, it looks okay, obviously, from a distance. Once you get under it, it looks goofy as hell. But the cave looks pretty cool otherwise. Like, oh, well, they exploded.
I'm out of surprises, freelancer.
Stay put.
That was his explosives there. Hold B and L to chain your dashes. Oh, that's what they mean by that. Okay, okay, that's interesting. Not sure what the practical application that is, but cool, I guess. Hey, Matthias. You okay there, buddy? Well, it's not a homing missile anymore, whatever I've got now. It definitely requires some accuracy. Okay, now we got the Big Daddy there. Oof, okay. Taking some damage here. Something's hitting me. Okay, let's run around. Reload. Yep.
Look out!
Made short work of him.
But it looks dangerous.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was not a good idea at all. Oh no. I'm downed. That was very foolish of me to just run and bum rush him like that. So we'll see. Oh shit, I think I might have to redo that whole thing, huh? Okay, that was kind of cool. Not gonna lie on that. Yeah, obviously in these tight corridors, it doesn't make a lot of sense to fly, except for certain situations. But it's still important to have some mobility, of course.
How did you make them so mad, Matthias?
I don't know. Never seen them like this. Look out! Don't know what it is, but it looks dangerous.
Okay, yeah, I have to retreat for a bit to recover my shields, because I was getting my butt kicked again. Okay. Oh, crap. Dude, his freaking flamethrower had insane range. You see how far that shit was hitting from? How is he hitting me from that far, man? Like, this dude is fucking fast. That's like Dark Souls shit, like where the bigger the enemy is, the faster they are. Like, that's what that reminds me of. I mean, that's legit too, man. Like, remember, like those Dark Souls. Ah, you got this big giant dude. He's gonna be slow. Nope, he's not slow. You're kidding yourself on that shit. Yeah, I can probably get him stuck in a corridor thing or whatever. See if I can super. Nope, I can't. Let's get the fuck out then. Woo! I am playing like literally the weakest armor class character though, so that probably is not a good idea. Yeah, he roasts my shit. Fly out of here. Okay, we got some new ammunition. Maybe I've got my super meter rebuilt again. Let's try it. There we go. Take this mofo out now.
Oh, I think he's done. Yes.
Right on.
Oof, let's clean up the rest of them now, shall we?
I don't know what to think.
That was actually pretty cool, man.
Over Shaper sites, but nothing like this. I must tell Tassin. Please, I need to return to Fort Tarsus.
Now, I understand one of the things that people did complain about is there's a lot of repetition, which I still have to judge on that because, like, games of this vein, these looter kind of games, inherently have a lot of repetition to begin with. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4 lately with some friends, and that game, it does have a lot of variety in certain aspects, but the gameplay loop is very repetitive. And it's all about min-maxing your builds and getting the better loot, building out your character better with the abilities and, you know, upping your stats and all that good shit. And, you know, that when you make a game like that, that stuff's gonna be repetitive. for what it is. So I've unlocked the second weapon slot finally, which that'll be nice. That'll flavor the game up a bit more because instead of having to constantly reload the same gun, I'll be able to switch guns, which will be nice. And that'll also let me presumably experiment with other guns instead of just having the one gun, which I'm assuming maybe you can, like at least when you're not in combat or whatever, you could probably switch weapons outside of combat, possibly. I don't know, but it is what it is. All right, so I guess we're going back to the main fort. So let me know what you guys think. Have you played Anthem before? What do you think? Based on the gameplay you've seen, based on my experience, do you think it looks fun? Obviously, you can't buy the game anymore. I think they took it down to where you can't buy the digital version of the game anymore. So if you want to play the game, you either have a few days left to play it off of Game Pass or EA Play, or you'll have to buy a physical copy on the PS4 and Xbox One to play it that way. Which, I mean, it is backwards compatible with the newer consoles, obviously. You know, the PS5 and the Series X. So there's always an option. And hey, if maybe you bought this game a long time ago and you just haven't played it in forever, maybe you should just give it another look. Just consider giving it one more chance. To see if maybe you misjudged it, or maybe you do still hate it. You know, but I know I'm kind of impressed for the most part. There are certain complaints I have with it, but like it does leave a pretty good first impression, I think. So they did do that part right, at least. So I'm going to be returning it because I'm going to be chronicling my experience.